Welcome to the Soul Origins Podcast with your host, Mental Chillness. Please bless us with a subscription, follow, and like. May you all be blessed.
Action. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Soul Origins Podcast by Mental Chillness. This is my second attempt, actually, at trying to do this podcast. The first time, for some reason, my mic did not work correctly, so I was able to film it, but you probably were not able to hear me. Now, this podcast, because I don't have a studio, I decided that the studio is just going to be my backyard and the outdoors while I film my orb watches, because I always end up talking about the orbs and talking about spirituality and important topics like that anyways. So tonight, the topic is about unconditionally loving yourself and others, because that's what I felt called to talk about. It is something that is required to really experience seeing the orbs, and also experience encountering ghosts. I have a lot to say about it, but I'm going to begin searching for the orbs right now. Let's do a test of my other mic to make sure. Testing. We are good. Both mics are working. This will be recording the whole time because this is the podcast, and the other one I will record the other camera when we see orbs flying about. I have Stephen Greer's CE5 setup going while I did my hemisync meditation, so I kind of had two meditations going at once. Because it was activating, I have it, I'm going to post a video of it, but basically while we were meditating to it, literally the REM pod was going so crazy. There was some entity trying to communicate with us, but we were just focused on meditating, me and my friend. And eventually the REM pod actually died. And I'll post a video of that, and I'll post it in fast forward just to show you something was trying to communicate with us. And I noticed that every time I'm with my friend is when we have communications with the REM pod, but only with my friend. Just like when Pia's out here is the only time I see that V ship flying around. So I've been blessed with the perfect people to have that bring different, because we are all different, we all have different abilities, but we are also all the same, and the objective is to unify, and is to use our different talents and abilities to unify. It's not used to separate us and compete. It is meant so that we can unify, using all our strengths and talents to help support each other and each other's weaknesses. So our one person's strength is supposed to help support another person's weakness, and that's how we help reunify ourselves and reunify with the earth. And as this next evolution of earth into the fifth dimension happens, coming in the year 2026, 2027, sometime like that, it's ramping up, it's happening. It's going to be a blessing. You can see a lot of changes. You notice in the news, just constant fear in the news every day, but also if you notice social media, it's just aliens every day, aliens or orbs or whatever in the sky. So all of it has been happening since probably about 2009, when people noticed that Mandela effect change. I believe intuitively that's what they said to me, that's when the earth began starting her split. And that's why we have these two timelines that seem to be happening at the same time, because the earth is going to split into two different dimensions. And I want all of us, I want 100% of humans and everyone to go and end up on the fifth dimension earth. That is my goal. And I know it's possible. It's possible. It may be difficult, but it's possible. Just because something is hard, like climate change or fixing our healthcare or any number of things, or stopping mass shootings, does not mean that we should not try to solve the problem. The hardest problems deserve the most work and effort to be solved. We shouldn't just brush it under the rug and say, oh, it's impossible. No, I don't believe in that. Anyways, thank you for watching the podcast. This is called the Soul Origins Podcast. Like, I was like thinking about it hard, and that was the name originally of the company I wanted to start, so I might as well use that, and maybe I will LLC it and trademark it and stuff like that, but that's in the future when I actually have when things will happen in steps, one step at a time. So let's see what we have tonight. I'm going to stop this. I had Stephen Greer just kind of playing. Hello, Stephen Greer. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for being a guest. Hope you're having a wonderful time. All right. We'll turn off this beautiful lit speaker. And I didn't get any kind of activity when I tried to activate it this time. Unlike when it was here with us, it was going crazy, but I will post that video. So it's a beautiful night here in my town. We had a nice Christmas parade, but I did not go to it because I was busy setting all this up and stuff. So let's see like what we find tonight. Let's see who's in the sky saying hi. If I don't directly see anything, I see lots of beautiful moths and stuff flying around. If I don't notice anything directly, I may just point it at the sky and focus on talking about spirituality, and they always end up flying through frame anyways. So, but let's see. I want to double check, make sure if anyone's trying to get my attention. Oh, I see an orb right there. Is that a plane or an orb? Are you a plane or an orb? I don't see it. It's not flashing. It's very dim. I think it is definitely an orb. It's to the north. Let's see if it'll stay visible. Well, I kind of lost where it's at. Let me see if my camera can pick it up. Are you still there? Hello? How are you doing tonight? I saw something fly too. I don't know if it was the mother or not. Something was flying. It's so dim. Yep, it's not a plane. Hello, bless you, bless you, bless you. Are you a plane? Do you think you could flash some of your light, if it's your will, to show that you're not a plane? Oh, it's definitely a faint orb. It's changing directions now. It's flying from south to north. It's to my northwest, but it's like it kind of went a little bit left and a little bit right. It's going like a little bit left and a little bit right. It's interesting. Bless you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. It's already pretty far to the north. I'll keep focusing on it. Anyways, unconditional loving yourself is so important. Oh, I got a flash up there in the west. I love you too. Any flash you see is an I love you, and then a hello and an I love you. That's what it is. Let's see. Do I still got you, or did you disappear? Is that you now? Are you now heading? It's now heading to the west. It's very faint though. Oh wait, is that a plane or is that the same thing? Okay, now I'm not sure. I'm seeing multiple things over there. There's multiple things right now in the north. A lot of planes do fly in the north, but they're very dim and they're not like flashing lights like normal. So I cannot be sure if they are orbs or planes or not. Like, it's interesting. I mean, I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of planes flying over since we just had our little Christmas parade going on. Let me check, make sure everything's recording properly. Always got to double check sound checks. People usually have engineers. Oh, I am not even recording with my... I'm not recording. Now I'm recording. All right, we'll do that. Well, I'll have to use this other one to record for that, so I'll have to remember that. Anyways, bless you, thank you. Peace and love. This is Orbington Orbson. Love yourselves unconditionally, love others unconditionally. We are all one. Remember who you are. Everything exists within you. Peace and love. Thank you for watching. Please bless me with a subscription, follow, and a like. And I promise karma will bless you, and I will pray for a blessing for you in return. Thank you so much. So I failed that one. I did not start recording with my other mic. So of course I didn't. But we'll get it right this time. But I do have the podcast recording, so I can use that for this specific video. But it was a very faint orb, but it was interesting. It was like actually changing directions quite a bit. Let's see if we can find something exciting right now. So a real good example of loving yourself unconditionally and working on doing it is every time that you find yourself, say, like every time you get a thought or you say, oh, I hate myself. Oh, I see a bright orb right now. Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry. We'll get back to it. There's a bright orb. Action. Hello. This beautiful bright orb is heading from north to south. It is so bright. How are you this evening? Thank you so much. Bless you. We love you. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much. It's flying over. To my eyes, it looks white from here. It looks white. These cameras, they only have a 3x zoom, so they're really not that. They're really not able, and they also have very oh, there's a bird flying above too. That's not Mother, is it? Is that you, Mother? Oh, it kind of looks like Mother. I don't know. It's hard to say though. Usually she flies lower, but that could be Mother. I'm gonna kind of focus on her. I'm gonna watch the orb too. If that's you, Mother, I love you. Bless you. Could you fly lower and screech next time so I can know for sure and that you're not another bird? Thank you. Love you. I don't know. That might be the mother bird because it looked white, but it could be another bird too. It was kind of flying like she does though. Okay, so this orb is flying over. Mother, please fly by again. It's still flying from north to south. Hello, would you like to flash if it's your will or shine bright for the reunification of everybody and the earth and the unconditional love and the high vibrational frequencies? It's already basically, it's already raising the vibrations and the frequencies of our planet by flying over, like lit up like that. It's in a high vibrational state. Thank you so much for your love and for keeping our planet balanced and loved. Man, I'm seeing so many bugs and so many things flying over tonight because there's like a bright light or something that's attracting them all. I don't know where that bright light. Oh, it's coming from where the parade is. That's why. Thank you so much. Bless you. Let's see. Am I missing any other orbs? It is still flying. It is still there. So bright. So beautiful. So, like, we must unconditionally love ourselves. And sometimes, like, sometimes we can catch ourselves. Like, if we say something negative about ourselves or even think something negative about ourselves, the first step is being aware. Like, being aware, like, hey, that's not what I would tell myself if I was a child. Like, I've heard people, oh, it's pausing and going. I've heard some people suggest, like, would you tell that to yourself as a child? Like, of course you wouldn't. You know, of course you wouldn't tell a child that. So, and I also recommend, like, say the opposite thing. Like, if you say something bad about yourself, apologize to yourself. Say, I'm sorry I thought that or said that. Oh, it's a beautiful purple. It's like flashing purple and blue and red right now. Very far off. But I recommend people say, I'm sorry, like, to yourself. I'm sorry. Please, you know, and forgive yourself. Say, I forgive myself. And I recommend doing it 3 times. That's me personally. You don't have to. I always say all my prayers and things that I mean, like, deeply like, and spiritually, especially 3 times, because also Tesla was really obsessed with 3, 6, and 9. So in regards to the Trinity and the third dimension, and even when you look at, like, there's a new picture that they had of, like, the quarks are inside of an, what was it? It's not a photon. I think it was an electron. You can see, like, the quarks, and they have these little triangles of gluons. Oh, I got bright. Was that a bright flash? Oh, that was a reflection. I thought it was a reflection from the moon. Thank you, moon. Thank you, moon, for the love. I thought you were flashing at me, but it is still saying I love you. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to share the love? The bugs do. The bugs are everywhere. They're loving that bright light. Yeah, so, like, catch yourself, say, I love you. Say, I'm sorry, I love you, and obviously I forgive myself for that. Like, try to catch yourself every time you have those thoughts, or every time, even if you say it out loud, because I know some people that say they hate themselves out loud, or say, I hate this about myself, or I hate that about myself. Like, you have to start becoming aware to start that change. I have an example of that. When we were filming and having an interaction with the mother entity through the REM pod here with my friend and my wife Pia, we were out here. And even when we went to the San Diego, the Whaley House in the graveyard there in Old Town San Diego, every time my friend would look into the camera, he could not see those orbs, those weird flashing orb lights that would appear. They would literally disappear. And then I'd ask him to appear again and they'd start appearing. But then he'd walk up to the camera and they would disappear. And I told him, it's because you need to love yourself unconditionally. And he's like, and like, of course, people don't understand. Like, he's like, I don't know how to do that. And all he had to do was say, I love myself. And then he looked through the camera and he was able to see it. So, like, even if you don't genuinely believe it yet, when you speak it out loud, you're manifesting it into reality. So you can manifest and change that self-hatred into love. And if that is so important, that is like one of the major first steps. That's why this first episode is about learning to love ourselves unconditionally, which allows us to love others unconditionally. And I felt like it was such an important topic, and it's the perfect first episode. So that's what we're talking about today. Let's see. Anybody in the sky want to say hi? Make sure the time's a little long. This is Orbington out. Thank you for watching from KORB, Earth. Love yourselves unconditionally, love others unconditionally. We are all one. There's another orb, so I'm going to end it and start it right over again. We are all one. Everything exists within you. Remember who you are. Peace and love. Thank you for watching. Okay. Action. And now we have another beautiful orb flying to our west from north to south. Hello, how are you this evening? You look beautiful. How are you? Thank you so much. Bless you so much. Thank you so much for spreading your positive frequencies and vibrational energies. I appreciate you so much. Would you like to flash or glow brightly, if it's your will, if you would like? Thank you, regardless. Oh, wait, no. I almost thought there was another one. Sometimes we do get multiple orb sightings all in one video. I'm going to keep looking up. Sometimes I miss really some of this crazy. There's one right above me too. So I love you. Bless you. Have a good evening. We'll switch to, are you still above? This one right above. It looks kind of faint, but you'll see how I have to like hold this camera. Like, oh, it is much brighter in the camera. Hello. This one's flying from west to east. Hello, how are you? Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you so much for for sharing your unconditional love with us and the positive vibrations with the earth that we need to balance it out. Thank you so much. We love you. Bless you. Would you like to shine bright or flash if it's your will? So it's up to you. It's all up to you. Thank you so much regardless. You are beautiful enough as it is. It's beautiful and blue in the light. When I look at it, it's so faint I could hardly see it with my naked eye. And that's why I love these infrared cameras. What I'm really looking for, I'm looking for an upgrade to these cameras. Like I want an infrared camera with a much better zoom and a higher definition. That's what we really need, but colored infrared. I don't want black and white infrared or thermal infrared. I want a colored infrared camera like this. I don't know if it's proprietary for psionics and only they have it or what, but we need more of this colored infrared. Like I've personally sent messages to psionics to ask them for it, but they said that I can modify it and void the warranty, but I'm kind of hesitant to do that. Maybe I can find more of a professional, but the problem with that is then I lose the twilight and the daylight settings, and I really would like to be able to keep like that. If there's a way to do it where I could have the twilight and daylight settings maintained, I would love that. I'm kind of missing it behind the tree. I don't know where it went. Let's see. It was very faint to my naked eye, but is that you? Oh yeah, there you are. I found it again. Thank you so much. Bless you. It's heading off to the kind of northeast-ish. Let's see. Planes, lots of planes in the sky right now. Let me continue. Where'd you go? Did I lose you? Did you fade? No way. You faded when I wasn't looking, huh? Did you fade while I wasn't looking? Oh, I can see you still. It's starting to fade. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Bless you. Would you like to flash? Oh, I think it's gone. Like I turned the night vision on, it's not there anymore. I saw it for a little bit, but then it disappeared. Well, we'll zoom out and we'll just look at the sky, see who else wants to share some of the love, and continue with our Orb podcast in the Orb studio. So unconditionally loving yourself is so important. It's the most important. I feel like it's probably the best first step to make to if you experience at least connecting with your higher self. It is very important. And also like to seeing orbs. I feel like a lot of people struggle to see orbs, maybe because they might struggle to love themselves. And like a lot of people are struggling with depression. It's definitely not a coincidence right now, unfortunately. But we're doing our best. We're doing our best to spread love and light in this world to balance it out. And light will always outshine the darkness. Let's see. Let's see if we have anything else interesting flying over. I hope they turn off this they have like a bright spotlight there for the parade, but I'm pretty sure the parade's over by now. So hopefully they'll turn that bright light off soon because it's kind of hard to see. See our lovely brothers and sisters in the sky, basically. Our spiritual brothers and sisters, or alien brothers and sisters, whatever you want to call it. Angels, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, am I still recording? Yep. Let's see, make sure we don't go too late. Okay, peace and love, everybody. Please subscribe. Please bless me with a subscription, a follow, and a like. This is Orbington, Orbison out. Thank you for watching. Unconditionally love yourselves and others. We are all one. Everything exists within you. And my gosh, everything exists within you, and remember who you are. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love. All right, second video done. All right. Let's see. So I think we're about at, let's check the time. I don't think we're at 7. I think we're at 6 because I keep setting my time on that camera, but it keeps changing it. I don't know why, but it keeps changing it back. Yeah, we're at 6. So I may stay out here until 6:30. We might have a 30-minute, extra 30 minutes for the podcast. I'm sure there are orbs flying about. Sometimes they're dimmer. But I get the most extreme orbs when I have prayer requests. I did make prayers, my typical prayers today. But I mean, I think I saw the mother fly over, but she was pretty high. Like she flew, it was pretty high, whatever bird it was. It looked like her and it flapped wings like her, but she used to fly over a lot lower. Usually when she flies over a lot lower, she'll have this distinctive screech that she'll like, it's just like a little I love you and hello. So I'm hoping that like if that was her, that she'll fly over a little bit lower and we can get her screech for our show. She'll be our first guest with the orbs, of course. I saw a flash in the sky. Thank you. I love you. Some nights there'll be like just 20, 30 orbs. Some nights I'll just, maybe see about 10 or a few. Some nights I'll only see 1. It depends, but I always go out here, and especially when I make like prayer requests, like is where I get the most extreme, like miraculous, basically, events on camera. But I've honestly just being out here so much and just recording almost every night that it's at least clear, the most miraculous things have happened off camera. Like I'm not able to catch them because they do remain elusive. I guess they're just personal, private for me. Like I said, I've had both the mother fly like right over my head. I saw her appear right over there. And in fact, it's very interesting because both the father and the mother have both flown from that direction to over me as I was filming towards the east. This is the east here, and they flew over me to the west. The father flew over me the first time to the west. The father, the second time, I'm talking about the black Falcon. I believe the mother is a white snowy owl, but I don't know. I'm not I guess, somewhat a biologist that specializes in avian species. So, but she flew over me. I saw her appear out of nowhere. She literally appeared out of nowhere. I saw her, and oh, there she is again. There she is. She's right there. Action. Hello, mother. Hello, mother. Hello, mother. Will you screech for us? Hello. Hello, there's a mother flying right over again. She's our first, the mother is our first guest. Thank you, mother. I love you, bless you. Thank you so much. Oh, I don't want to lose you. I'm so bad at this. It's so high. She is flying from east to west. So that was her that I saw the first time. And this is confirmation for sure. Of course, the mother would want to be on the first episode and be the first guest. And that mother is Hathor, an avatar of Hathor, an avatar of the lady that Chris Bledsoe sees. That's who she is. I'm just going to point the camera at the sky for now because I'm kind of shook because she's shown up twice already. We're recording on both. Let's see. Sorry, I'm Look at how bad of a podcast host am I? I can't even like speak straight once I have my guest on. Like, let's see. We're at 1 minute. Okay, so 4 minutes, because a lot of the times, like, I have to edit my videos down to under 6 minutes. I mean, I can post the longer videos on YouTube, but and on Facebook, and even on TikTok, I can post a little bit longer videos. But unfortunately, Instagram only has a 6 minute limit for their videos, and that's always like frustrating to like navigate around. So, or I have to post it. I'll end up editing it and post it in parts and stuff. So this will be YouTube. This will be YouTube only. I don't know. Maybe I'll post it on Facebook too, because Facebook does allow like longer form video content. So that was the mother twice. What I will do is, since like it's pointing, this camera's pointing at me, I will edit this video to show you the mother flyby in here as I see her. So like, I'll do the editing to make it, cool, so that we can both see the orbs too. We'll see the orbs in the podcast as well as, whatever. And sometimes I may have Pia out here as a guest, or like I've had random friends come over, like my friend, like he might come over and could be a guest on the podcast. So as this podcast, as my presence grows and our message grows, our message of unity, unconditional loving yourself, unconditionally loving others, and doing that through meditation. Meditation's important, but the reason why I started with unconditionally loving yourself is because that's important. That's very important for meditation. It's important because that's how you have proper grounded meditations and you interact with proper positive entities, because free will is ingrained in the universe. Free will is respected. Free will is important. That applies to every being. That applies to the mother too. The mother's free will. She doesn't have to show up. I haven't seen her in days. I've asked her to come like the last 2 or 3 recordings, and I haven't seen her. And I saw her twice tonight because she knew I did my meditation beforehand, and I was praying, and I said, I'm starting my podcast tonight. I tried last night to do the podcast, but my mics weren't working, but they're working this time. Let's check and make sure we don't go over on this camera now. We may have gotten some content, or maybe the V-shape or the Father Falcon would fly over. Let's see, we're at 3. We're at about 4 minutes. We'll give it like 1 more minute. So let me scan the skies a little bit, see if we have anything else flying. There's an orb right there. So like a lot of my podcast is going to be looking up. I'm sorry guys. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's flying fast right overhead. Hello. How are you? This one is flying from kind of like a southwest to a northeast. Oh, it's so bright and beautiful. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you. Would you like to flash or shine bright for the audience, if it's your will? Thank you for sharing yourself with the world. Thank you for emitting your positive energy and love, unconditional love to the world. Oh, it's starting to fade. Thank you for showing yourself. Have a good night. Bless you. Bless you so much. Thank you so much for showing up. And it is gone. Like, I'll turn up the night vision to see if it's faded. No, I don't see anything. I don't see anything moving. It disappeared. It was very bright. Beautiful, bright blue orb. Beautiful, beautiful orb. So we have about a minute left. I'll give it 30 seconds and then close off this video, so I don't have to do too much editing, because now I'm going to be editing our podcast and individual videos. So I want to do orb videos and the podcast. And I was like, well, I have these 2 cameras. I have 2 mics. I might as well utilize that and do it that way. So that's the way I'm doing it. I really want a studio. I'd love a studio someday, one step at a time. And I need a new computer because my laptop is 9 years old. My A key and my 1 key are starting to fail. It's very slow to upload. So please bless me with a new computer. Please bless me with a new computer. Please bless me with a new computer. And also please bless me with like a daytime camera, because I do, Jeff Mara's podcast. I'm a guest on the Jeff Mara podcast. It was a blessing. It came out of nowhere, and I don't know. I guess it was just literally because I credit him in all my videos because I love his podcast and I watch it all the time. And he caught wind of that, and then he just invited me on. So things are just moving up, and we had a wonderful time, and I can't wait. It'll probably come out in a few days. I'm not sure how long it will take me to edit this podcast, but we'll see. And I also got a special video, like a special orb video, miraculous orb video just for him, which was wonderful. And I got to share that with him, for him and his viewers. So thank everybody. It's not me. None of it is me. The only thing I'm just a vessel of just love. Like, that's all I am. I'm a vessel of love and light. That's all I am. And like, it's important for you all to know that you can experience this. You have greater talents that you don't even know exist. You can witness and perform miracles through our connection to our higher selves, through our connection to the angels or the higher entities, our spiritual guardians, if you want to call them that, and through God, or the infinite consciousness of unconditional love and light of the universe, whatever you want to call it. We have so many names for things. Like, language is almost ridiculous. Eventually, maybe we will be moving on to telepathy, I think, because we can make things a lot simpler and get our point across a lot easier that way. And it'll be a lot harder to deceive. I think I totally went over time here. All right, thank you for watching. This is Orbington, brought to you by KORB, Earth. Peace and love. Love yourselves unconditionally and love others unconditionally. Bless you all. We are all one. Everything exists within you. Remember who you are. Please bless me with a subscription, a like, and a follow. And I promise that karma will bless you, and I will pray for blessings for you too. Thank you so much. Peace and love. All right. That video was about 8 minutes. So we're getting used to this, but I have to edit them down a little bit shorter. So but like, I always love going over the footage afterwards, because like, there's always something that appears that I didn't notice. Like, there's always something that appears. I just can't believe that on our first episode we got the mother as a guest, flying over twice so far. I've had her fly over 3 times. I think that we got another orb in the sky. Let's go. Let's go. This is for the orb hunters. Let's go. It's blue. It's beautiful. Where are you? Hello. And action. And action. Hello. How are you? This beautiful orb is flying from, I'd say, about southwest-ish to northeast-ish. And it's flying right overhead, like a lot of them do. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you so much. Would you like to flash or glow for the audience if it's your will? Up to you. Thank you, regardless. Thank you so much, regardless. You're so beautiful and bright. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even do my signal. I need to do my signal. It's starting to fade. It's starting to disappear. Bless you. Have a good night. Thank you so much. I think that it's disappeared. It's completely disappeared, even with night vision on. It's not even showing anymore. It's invisible to infrared and visible light now. Thank you. I will zoom out and keep my camera to the sky and keep looking. We're working on our unconditional love right now. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this this is what I usually do every night before I start, but I've been, like, when I have so many things on my mind, and this is my first, like, time doing the podcast. So, basically what I'm going to do is, since I'm recording, I always do this. I flash 3 times, and then I make a triangle 3 times. I draw 3 triangles to the north, and then I turn around, and I do it to the south. 1, 2, 3. And then I do it to the east. 1, 2, 3 flashes, then 1 triangle, 2 triangle, 3 triangle, and then to the west. 1, 2, 3, because the sun sets in the west. So I'd go north, south, east, west 3 times. And I'll do that at the start and at the end of all of my sky watches. Just as like kind of a signal to like be like, hey, I'm out here. And the triangle represents the divine feminine. It represents the mother, the divine feminine. So let's see. Do I have enough pocket space? And let's see how long the video is. Please don't go over. Oh, we're only at 2 minutes. We're good. Let's see if we see another orb that we can catch on it. Oh, I got a flash. I saw a flash. I love you too. The moon is about like a half moon tonight. It's really bright. And I don't know if that's Venus there. Like, Venus usually, comes up around sunrise and goes down around sunset. But there is a planet there. I just saw another flash in the sky in that direction. I don't know. Are you going to flash again? Sometimes they'll flash again, but it's always, since they have their own free will too. So like if they want to be seen, they'll be seen. But if they don't want to be seen, of course they'll not be seen. So it's their choice. So that's why if you want to go orb watching, maybe even start out with telling yourself, I love myself unconditionally. Thank you. Thank yourself for existing. And because as souls, we came here with a purpose. And also maybe like forgive yourself for all the times that we like hurt ourselves or hated ourselves, because all those times that we all the little things, the mistakes and the selfish hatred that we have for ourselves or others even, is us disconnecting from your higher self, from your spiritual guardians, and from God, like from the infinite, unconditional, loving light. Like we disconnect ourselves. That's the opposite. That's towards the dark. Towards the light is unity. It's unconditional love, and that's what a very wise man named Joshua, it's his real name, Joshua, said some 2,000 years ago. He was trying to tell everybody about that. That was his number one message. So, and it reigns true to this day, and he is still very popular to this very day. So let's look at the time. We don't want to go over the clock with our filming. I'm sure it's probably over now. Oh, getting close. Anything else? Anybody want to say goodbye before we end this one shot? It's about 6:30. I may be ending it soon. I don't know if the mother will fly over again. A lot of times she'll fly over when the orbs stop appearing and when I end my sky watch. So this is Orbington Orbson, brought to you by KORB Earth. Thank you for watching. Bless you all. I love you all. Everything exists within you. Remember who you are. We are all one. Peace and love. Please subscribe. Please bless me with a subscription, a follow, and a like. And I promise karma, and I will pray for blessings for you too. Thank you so much. All right. This is working. This is working. It's actually working this time. Sometimes you have to fail the first time to start succeeding. Let's see. Anything else? We got anything else in the sky? You know who I haven't seen in a while? I haven't seen the V-shape in a while because Pia has not been out here in a while. I mean, she was out here earlier while I was doing my meditation, but she didn't feel like, she hasn't been feeling good. She's been feeling really bad lately. So if you could pray for her, I would appreciate that. The more prayers, the more manifestation happens, the more people can heal and the more we can affect the earth. So please pray for Pia right now. She's struggling physically and just basically all three: physical, mental, spiritual. She's struggling. So I pray for her every day, every night, as much as I can. And thank you for that. It's already about, I think it's about 7. Let's see what time it is. That clock is off. I don't know why that camera doesn't save the time properly every time I do it, but this one does. So we're at 6:30 now. How long have we been recording? Does it say 46 minutes, 45 minutes? That's not bad. Should I make it an hour? I don't know. Should we go to 6:45? Unconditional love. In fact, like I had a conversation with Pia about unconditional love this morning, to be candid, and that's what brought me my idea. I was like, that's perfect. That's the perfect subject for our first episode. The last time I was recording, I don't think I had a topic. I think I just kind of went off the cuff and was trying to improvise. And for some reason, my mic didn't work right. My mic didn't record at all, even though it said it was recording. So luckily tonight, I have them both set up, and they're both working properly. So we are fortunate tonight. I will stay out another 15 minutes. We'll see if we have any orbs. Maybe I'll just shine the camera at the sky, because a lot of times we will get footage, and just record random areas, and then I will talk. I do my spiritual talk, and they just show up. They love showing up. So Mother flew off that way that time. At first she flew from south to north, then she flew from west to east. So if she does come by again, I don't know what direction she'll be coming from. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's see if we just find some random love in the sky. And I will also be looking to see if there's anything. So action. Let's go. So we're checking to see. We're nearing our last video. I'm probably going to end it in 15 minutes, as I'm also started our podcast. We're calling it the Soul Origins Podcast with Mental Chillness. And these clips of my orbs will also be a part of the podcast. And like basically I'm trying to have more deeper conversations about different specific topics. And I'm going to plan them out each episode. Tonight's is about unconditional love. And I'm just going to point this at the sky. Our first guest tonight, other than the orbs, was the mother. The mother, she flew by twice. I haven't seen the father in a bit, but sometimes I'll see the father, he'll fly by like my head. And so that's why I like kind of having this camera, because if he does end up flying by and wants to be seen, like you'll see him fly by. But Father, would you please fly by one of the cameras tonight? If it's your will, thank you. And I haven't seen the V-shape in a while either. But so I'm missing some of my friends that I usually see. All there's like a bright spotlight over there, and it lights up every bug, and it makes me think, oh no, is that the mother? Is that the mother? Like, the mother is flying pretty high tonight. She's not flying as low as I normally see her. Oh, there's another bug. Bless y'all. Bless all you bugs. Bless all you bugs. Thank you for keeping our ecosystem alive. They are also consciousness too. They are also special too, regardless of if you think that they're intelligent or not. They're surprisingly intelligent, actually. All life, everything that exists, has some sort of consciousness and awareness and feelings, like feelings of, they can feel pain. I think I just saw a flash in the sky. Thank you. I love you too. It was to the northwest. Let's see. So if you're trying to do your own orb watches, go outside, maybe do a little 5-minute meditation as the sun's setting. That's when I come out, is during the sunset. Although the orbs can and do appear all night. So like back in the winter or back in April, I think it was like it got dark at during the summertime, like 8 or so, and I'd go out around 7 or 8 and they'd be out. Sometimes I'd go out at 12 and I'd see them. Sometimes I've seen them at 2 a.m. and I've seen them at like between 4 and 5 a.m. too. So like I'm a night owl, so I've been out and I've seen them at all times of the night. I do. Jeff also brought up, it's fun. It's so funny because I've been thinking about buying a daytime camera, like a DSLR, but like I want something full spectrum, but like all of the infrared versions are black and white, and I don't want a black and white camera. It might be fine for like a physical craft, but for like these orbs, honestly, the colored infrared is the best. Seeing the rainbow colors of the spectrum and of the chakra, it's just so beautiful. It's just, nothing beats that for me. It's so magnificent. Praying that there will be upgraded versions of these cameras. These cameras only have a 3 times digital zoom. That's not very far. A lot of people would say that, oh, like the faint little orbs that you see flying around are satellites. But I'm beginning to doubt that because I've seen a lot of them move in different ways, disappear completely. And a satellite, like if you have a telescope on a satellite, you can watch it fly all the way across the horizon. And satellites are also much higher in the atmosphere than people realize, I think. So like the only time I'd be able to see a satellite is say if SpaceX is literally just launching them and they're just launching up through the atmosphere still too. So I'm not sure that a 3 times zoom on these cameras can actually pick up satellites anymore. But I think that there's some faint orbs that like they kind of want to be more low profile as they're flying around, emitting their positive energy. And I think that there's some more like orbs that actually want to be seen. I think it's that simple. And I'm going by the Hermetic principle of as above, so below by Thoth. So Hermes Trismegistus. Like we all have different personalities. We all have free will. I believe it's the same for them up there. And people can always change. Like negative can always change to positive. Negative entities can always become positive. So that's why it's important for us to not fight the darkness with darkness, because that only creates more darkness. It's important for us to forgive, and back to the unconditionally loving part, to unconditionally love, and that's forgiveness. And that's what really spreads the light and creates more light and creates the unification, the reunification, which is the goal of everything. We're trying to go back into the singularity, like push everything back in the universe, back into that singularity. That's where we're trying to get back to, that higher dimensional self. Let's see what time we got. How long has this been on? It's been on a random spot. I'm not seeing any more orbs. I'm not seeing Mother. Mother, would you like to come by one more time and screech for everybody? Say goodbye. Oh, I need to end this one. It's too long. This is Orby, Orbington, Orbson. Thank you for watching by KORB, Earth. Bless you all. Love you all. We are all one. Oh, what's that? That's not Mother. There's no way that's Mother. That's a bug. That's a bug. Everything exists within you. Remember who you are. Please bless me with a subscription, follow, and a like. And I promise Karma and I will bless you with a prayer. Thank you so much. Peace and love. A few more minutes. I'll have a few more minutes of words to say, I think. Maybe I should just start it one more time. A lot of times when I pack up too, I keep this on and around me because I've had the Mother appear like as I'm walking inside, and I've literally had to fumble and get the camera out of my case to record her a few times. So I just leave this on around my neck now. We'll face it this direction, see what we get. Oh, I just got a flash inside. I love you, bless you. Will you flash again? Will you flash again for us? Thank you for flashing. Love you, bless you. We got a flash in the sky, action. This will be the last video of the night. We've got an hour long of recording for our first episode of our podcast, and I'll go through all the footage and edit it. And I don't think I'm going to play music during the podcast because the podcast is a longer form content. I don't know. We'll see. Is that an airplane? I saw another flash over there. Will you flash again? I love you too. Are you going to flash again? Are you going to flash again? To the southwest? Is there any faint orbs there? I don't see anything. I don't see anything moving. All right, we'll go back up. Just look at the sky. Zoom out, make sure we can see everything that flies by. All right. So, let's see what time we got. We are at 6:39, so we got 5 minutes. I'm not seeing many more orbs, maybe Mother flying over. I mean, I think we did see one more orb after. Like I said, there'll be orbs all night. Sometimes they won't be like as frequent, but you might get one or two kind of there, or maybe a dim one flying across, or maybe some in formation. It all depends. But I always get the brightest, most magnificent, miraculous ones. The orb that I prayed for. I prayed for a miracle for Jeff Mara and for Jeff Mara's podcast and his viewers. And they blessed us with a flashing orb that was literally teleporting around. It was amazing. Flashing orbs are really rare. Especially flashing frequently. Sometimes an orb will flash once or flash twice, and then you won't see it anymore. But it was just consistently flashing, and then it was literally teleporting around. It was amazing. Another one of the rare orbs are the ones that just glow super bright. But I also have a couple other categories of the orbs. Faders. They'll kind of appear a little bit and then they'll fade, and then they'll appear and fade. And obviously flashers, those are much more rare. And then there's also what I call flashers and faders or fladers, which they'll do the fading thing, but when they start getting brighter, they'll do a flash and then they'll get dim, and then they'll fade a little bit brighter, then they'll kind of do a flash and then get dim. So there's quite a few categories of, and I'm not really sure the purpose of why they appear like that, but I do know that the purpose of them being here is to raise the vibration, the positive vibrations and the unconditional loving energies those higher vibrations and frequencies of the earth, to keep the earth balanced, to keep the earth alive and stable. Because if without that, earth would become unstable and literally earth would be destroyed, and we would all go with it, because we're all connected to earth, and we're all connected to our sun, and we're all connected to everything in the universe, and we're all connected to everything in the multiverse through and all the dimensions above and below us. We're all connected. Everything is connected. We are all actually one thing, and the illusion is like of time. Time is an illusion, and us being separate is an illusion. We are actually one. And it's once we remember that, that's why they say, remember who you are. Remember, you are God. You are a part of God. You are, because you are God. Like, we are all God. Remember that we are all just one thing, really. Like, everything being separate is an illusion. Like, we are all one consciousness. And we might have this illusion of being different individuals, and time, this illusion of time, of a past and a future, when it all exists all at once. But the truth is, we're all one thing that exists all at once as a singularity. That's an infinite, unconditional, loving light. And let's see, I think that is a beautiful way to end our first podcast episode. We're at 6:43. Let me check the time on this one, how long we've been running. Yep, we're over an hour. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Is this one been going on longer? Thank you for watching. This is Orbington Orbson. Brought to you by KORB Earth. Peace and love. Thank you for watching. Love each other unconditionally. Love yourselves unconditionally. Everything exists within you. We are all one. Remember who you are. Please bless me with a like, follow, and subscription. And I promise karma, and I will bless you too. Peace and love. And thank you for watching our first episode of the Soul Origins podcast. It's been a journey. My last year and a month now has been just miracle after miracle after miracle, exponentially changing and getting more extreme. And thank you for being along with me on this journey. I've been now on YouTube recording for 6 months now. So, and I'm going to keep doing it. I don't know for how long, but definitely through this next few years of change for sure. So bless you. Thank you for watching the Soul Origins podcast with your host, Mental Chillness. I'll do a curtsy. Bless you all. I love you all. Remember to unconditionally love yourselves and unconditionally love others. We are all one. Everything exists within you. Remember who you are. Peace and love. And please subscribe, follow, and like. Please bless me with that. And I promise karma, and I will bless you too with prayer and meditation. Peace and love. Thank you so much.
Soul orbs glowing in the night. The lady upper glowing white. In her frequency we find our calm. Mental chillness, the lady celestial mom. Mental chillness, meditation, and peace we find. Soul orbs glowing, hearts align. In the calm our spirits shine. Mental chillness, peace we find. Soul orbs glow, hearts align. In the calm our spirit shine. Open wide your third eye. Soul orbs glow, hearts align. In the calm our spirit shine. Open wide your third eye.
Thank you for watching the Soul Origins podcast with your host, Mental Chillness. Please bless us with a subscription, follow, and like. May you all be blessed.